Hi everybody and welcome to another Manager 365 video. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 sources of job applicants that you need to consider as a manager when you're recruiting. Now, in a lot of companies, maybe your company, your HR department, your human resources department is going to play an active role in sourcing suitable candidates. But as a manager, you might find sometimes that task of recruiting employees falls to you and within your job scope. So where do you go as a manager to search for qualified job applicants? Well, there's a few ideas that we want to give you. Number one, you can recruit or promote existing employees. There's some obvious benefits with going to an internal candidate. They already know about your organization, and you don't need to spend a lot of time or money searching outside of your company for new job applicants. Employees who are promoted into a vacant position are also evidence that top management is really interested in providing career opportunities for everyone in your organization. Here's tip number 2. You can get recommendations from current employees. Managers may consider asking their existing staff, existing team to recommend friends or former colleagues, even relatives for job vacancies. Here's why. Since people generally don't want to put their own reputations at risk for someone else's performance, this pool of candidates could provide to be or prove to be a top quality set of future workers. Number 3, recruitment agencies and headhunting firms. When you're engaging these types of companies, it can save you a lot of time and paperwork. This is what they do. They're professionals in this. They screen potential applicants according to your requirements, and you should be able then to present the most qualified people out of that pool that the agency provides you. Now, there are agencies that specialize in placing certain types of roles, for example, healthcare or engineers or sales. And there are headhunting firms that focus their services on recruiting senior leaders like boards of directors or chief operating officers, chief financial officers. Advertising. Placing advertisements in newspapers, nationwide newspapers, business magazines, job sites. This is a tried and tested way to attract great job applicants. Creating job descriptions is the key to impressing and attracting the right candidate for the right job. Now, I've seen companies, for example, in Silicon Valley advertise on huge billboards or on public buildings. Here in Singapore, where I live, I've seen ads on buses or taxis for a wider outreach. This is great for when you're doing volume hire for something like a call center or an inside sales team. And of course, use the internet. Job sites like Monster, Jobstreet.com, or social networking sites like LinkedIn, or even your company's website are not only places to advertise, but they can act like a database for you to source job candidates. Those job applications are going to come into your inbox, and you can review them at your own pace in your own time. Now, there is a trade-off to doing this. While the cost of searching for candidates on the internet is generally free, you might be time limited, and therefore you can't really connect with everyone. You get to only a relatively small percentage of your prospective candidates. So consider some of these ideas, maybe using one or two or many in combination, but find out what works best for you if you're put into that position where you have to be involved in the sourcing process for job candidates to fill that important role. Thanks, and we'll talk to you next time.